I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one intelligent energy. So today we are seeing the first week action for January 2022. Here's a snapshot of your markets, and we take a look where we see BTC trading at 41644 and Ethereum trading at 3167. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at US markets, take a look at some sectors, take a look at some world markets, take a look at commodities, and take a look at cryptos. All right, let's begin with the Dow. And by the way, with about 2 hours to go before the end of the session, January 7th, 2022. Oh, and by the way, I should mention this, just in case you're not aware, I do have updates during the week for clients whenever I see something. So depending on the markets, if I see something, I'll send a quick video to paid clients so they can consider that current or real-time market situation. Actually, I had sent out a video midweek and I was highlighting that there was a high likelihood for a potential reversal just as the Dow was making all-time highs. Turned out to be correct, but we shall see whether this is going to be a meaningful pullback or whether this is a serious market top. Right now, we don't know. So take a look at the Dow from a weekly standpoint. We can see that the breakout that the market managed to clear at the end of 2021 is now still in question. So we are still watching to see whether the Dow can stay above 36,000. 327.95, which is the weekly closing high from November, or this right here. So above this number, and the bulls are still in control of the market. And if the market goes on to push the Dow below this number, then that in itself is a red flag and a reason to suspect that the market is positioning itself for lower prices. So that's basically what I would look at from the weekly price standpoint. Above this price, bulls are still in control and expecting higher prices in time. And below this price, the market is due and would be probing lower price levels. So there's another way to look at this, and this is a line you're going to see in many of the asset classes that I'm going to be discussing in this weekend's edition. And we can see here that if I take the lows on the Dow and extend it out, something like that. Maybe I should make this line a little bit thinner. So the line is right here. And what I'm getting at here, it seems to me that this is now becoming a backtest line and could be an area for potential resistance, if not a turnaround on the Dow if it confirms this resistance week to week. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is you take the RSI top side on the weekly, should be something like that. We can see that we are also coming back to test this same level. So week to week resistance around here could be meaningful. Now, there's absolutely nothing stopping the market from clearing these two lines and the Dow continuing to advance and improve on its weekly breakout. So right now looks like it is leaning towards resistance, but not confirmed yet. Now, let's go back to that daily, because the daily is where we got that idea that the market was due or was setting the stage for a pullback early in the week. And we can remember we started the year, the month, and the week with a strong push higher. So, but at the end of the day, the market was coming back to test what was a resistance area as of November. So this area here was being tested, and it seemed to me that this was potentially where we see a short-term pullback. So the pullback has taken place. The question is, what next? And that is still playing out. This video is going to try as best as it can to show us the potentials and where things are leaning. By the way, I just noticed that there is a line right now on the daily for the Dow. If you take the lows, there's a line being formed, and this is suggesting support in the short term. If this line can continue holding, that is suggesting that day to day market is starting to lean for a recovery move higher. Now, if we end up breaking this line here that it is trying to form, then of course that means a bigger push down. Now keep in mind, generally speaking, from a genetic point of view, or let me say generic is what I was trying to say, we have the market or the Dow still above an upward sloping 50-day moving average, and we're, let's call it, miles away from the 200-day. So net, the market is not broken. Did it pull back? Yes. Is it broken? Not yet. So let's just keep that in mind. Now, on the monthly, let's not forget a couple of things. Depending on how you want to look at this, from a price perspective, the monthly breakout for the Dow is still intact, because at the end of last month, which was December 2021, we had broken out above the prior monthly closing high. That level for the Dow, which is still relevant, because if we come back and break below this level, that in itself is going to be sending a strong message that the market is setting the stage for a potential move down. So this is the level. It is October's monthly closing high. And so as long as we are above this price on the monthly, things are looking good for the Dow. Now, let's not forget also, there's another way to look at this. We've seen an incremental move higher month to month here, but you can see this is coming right now with the possibility of lower highs on the RSI. That is a classic negative divergence. And more importantly, it is RSI 69.1 coming in focus. So if 69.1 becomes a rejection, in other words, if the Dow rolls over around here, confirming RSI 69.1 rejection, that, in my opinion, is a stronger sell signal and surely starts setting the stage for a potential move down. Now I need to go back to that weekly for the Dow. So weekly, and just again, so we have a breakout possibility here. And this breakout, if it continues being successful, sets the stage for a move higher. And I gave you that number. Let me give it to you again. 327.95. That's the bullish breakout level or breakdown or failed breakout potential area. Don't forget there's another low here, which is the low of the base essentially. And that's also a number we need to watch and set alerts for. Because should we break below that level, that price, that's the weekly closing low from late November. A break below that price would in itself be a meaningful message that the market could be due and setting the visual stage for a move down. So this is the number, 34,580.08 right there. If we break below that level, that's going to be, in my opinion, second red flag. The first flag, of course, being the failed breakout. The second red flag would definitely be a sign to protect one's capital. By the way, at the highs, and this is what I was highlighting to paid clients early in the week, the Dow on the 4-hourly had come back to test the same line that we see on the daily. So this is where we had seen a pullback of November highs. Essentially, the Dow was coming back to test that level. Seemed like this would have been a resistance area. We got that resistance. Now the question is what next? And as I highlighted on the daily, for the Dow, we can see that we can draw a line connecting recent RSI lows if we draw it as such. So we got top side resistance, we got bottom side support. So ultimately, if we break below this wedge, then that's going to set the stage for a move down. And if we can clear this line to the upside, then that's going to push the Dow potentially to fresh all-time highs. And this is the 4-hourly for the Dow. With that, this concludes this weekend's market analysis video, or in other words, this is the free portion. The rest of the video is for paid clients. And so for paid clients, let's continue on. For the rest of you guys, have a great weekend and see you in the next video. All right, let's continue on.